Alrighty then. Another year, another championship. I hope you're well rested. Well, as much as you can be for someone who has to spend half their life in the gym anyway. Let's get to it.
Indeed. Let's get to it and let's look at the new digs, shall we? Aston Martin Red Bull Racing. Woohoo! There's my man Daniel. What's he doing on the side here? Was he picking his nose? Anyway, so here's the cushy little contract that I organised for myself. Let's have a look in here. I'll tell you what, it actually don't look too bad. It looks like we got the powertrain down. So that's not too bad, but it does look like that the Red Bull chassis is struggling a bit. Yeah, that's a shocker. Red Bull's chassis is one of the best around, and because it's an Adrian Newey chassis, and they're also struggling on the aero as well. That is a shock. Wow, not very durable. I have to sort that out through the season. Sort that out big time. So we're fourth best engine with this Renault behind the Williams, Force India and Sauber. That's to be expected. We're third worst, well at least we're beating Ferrari. We're almost as bad as Mercedes. And so we're better than Ferrari and Mercedes in the chassis department. I think if we're going to start anyway, we're going to start with this chassis, because this chassis is where the Red Bull finds a lot of its oomph. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to start when we get some R&D points going. So everything starts afresh, and even the championship starts afresh. So let's have a look here. We forgot to have a look at this. Thank you, Christian. How's Jerry, by the way? I must admit I was a Jerry Halliwell fan when growing up, especially her in that Union Jack dress. Give me a dry race as well. We've got some developments as well, so brilliant. So we'll get practiced. We'll see you for the Aussie Grand Prix.
New drivers, new cars and a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that hosts the first round of a 21 race championship, taking us from here in Melbourne, Australia, across the globe before we eventually reach the season finale at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi. Here's the track then, 16 corners, 6 to the left and 10 to the right. They make up the 3.3 miles around Albert Park Lake, with turn 1 and 3 providing the best opportunities to pass. I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver, former F1 competitor, and who was world champion once upon a time as well, and an all-round top chap. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, the first time racing these cars. So what are the big questions that need to be answered here, in your view?
First of all, Crofty, and thanks for the glowing introduction. I just want to say it's a real privilege to be here, and I can't wait to see what this competitive field has in store for us this season. Now, to answer your question, obviously there's the question of performance in race trim, but really this is going to be all about reliability. It's the first Grand Prix of the season, don't forget. You're pushing all your new components to their limits. Formula One cars are full of very sophisticated but also very sensitive technology. So the most important thing today is to get to the end of the race, keep everything in good condition and try to stay out of trouble while you're at it.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Esteban Ocon in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Magnussen, Alonso, Sergio Perez and Leclerc, Gasly, Hartley, Stroll and Sergei Sirotkin, Poole, Vettel, Lewis Hamilton and Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Van Dorn, Kimi Räikkönen and Daniel Ricciardo. Sainz and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
Oh well, that that wasn't a bad qualifying session for our first run. P11. I definitely do feel that the car is really, really heavy around here, so that could be an issue. So one stop today, off the ultra softs onto the super softs. Certainly, I think our super soft pace was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie there. Our ultra soft pace was there, but I think the only thing helping us out really is the engine power in this Renault that we've got. Yeah, we've gone with a 5.8 as opposed to what we normally go for. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the race. So let's get out there. Let's have a good race for the Red Bull team. Let's see where we finish at the end of the day. Hopefully in the podium. Here we go then. Our first race for the Red Bull team. 5 red lights are on, and it's lights out. Away we go. So from P11, let's see what we can do. We didn't get actually too bad of a start there. But looks like we're going to be 3 wide. All around the outside of one of the Williamses. That's the Rock. Yes, that's the Rockin'. We got Lance Stroll in front of us, so we're making a few moves. Oh, almost 3-4 wide down into turn 3. Going around the outside of everybody. Oh, into the back of one of the McLarens there? I think it was. Side by side with, is that Perez? That looks like Perez. And we're through. Wow, we had a lightning start. One of our trademark lightning starts there from ourselves as we give chase to Fernando Alonso. So we're in P6. Wow, we really did have a start and a half. From 11th to 6th, where can we go from here? I agree, Jeff. We're looking great from the start. If we can get some good points out of this, that would be fantastic. As we see Perez trying to think about a move into the fast chicane. That's not going to happen. But the one thing with this car, it is clunky, it is heavy, and it is going to need to have some modifications done to it. Because if not, we are in a heap of trouble as we give chase to Fernando Alonso in P5. I reckon if we can come away with the top 5, that would be fantastic. A podium would be even better, and we'd cause to celebrate as well as we're a little wide out of the last corner. Esteban Ocon leads this race from, I haven't a clue who from, as we go to Kimi Raikkonen with Carlos Sainz after P16 on the track. Coming through, says Kimi. Thank you very much. Not quite, says Carlos. He'll keep the momentum and he'll keep P16 for the moment. Let's follow this down into turn 3. He's going to go around the outside as Kimi Raikkonen. Stoffel Van Dorn's in close to There's a bit of a lock-up from Stoffel there as Kimi goes round the outside. Round the outside. And we'll get the move done into turn 5. No, he won't. Kimi Raikkonen will keep. Actually, Kimi takes P16. As you see Van Dorn fighting behind with, who is that? I haven't a clue who that is. Who is that? I can't. It looks like one of the Saubers. Who was that? I haven't a clue who that was. Is that Ericsson? Maybe an Ericsson. I think Leclerc's all the way up here as we go through the fast chicane, still trying to give chase to Fernando Alonso. You can see that Sergio Perez here has got Gasly all over his tail. That's a P7. We don't want Gasly getting past. We know the power of that Toro Rosso. Here comes Hartley as well. Hartley had a great qualifying session as we go back through the field to Carlos Sainz. He's struggling now. Got Stoffel Van Dorn going down the inside. P17 for Stoffel Van Dorn coming up as he swoops around the outside. Carlos is going to keep it held there, I think, and he's going to retain P17, but that was almost close
DRS
there.
is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Into turn 2, down to turn 3. Fernando Alonso still in front of us. Who else is in front of us? I think, Bottas is in front of us as we see Gasly have a go at Perez. Going to be round the outside into turn 3. And now move done through turn 4, and that's P7 for Pierre Gasly, and that's a worry because I know how fast that Toro Rosso is. As we go back to Stoffel Van Dorn, he's going to get the job done this time on Carlos Sainz, who looks like he has a problem. Into P17 will go Stoffel Van Dorn with the greatest of ease, given the cutback as well, and that is a job done. Meanwhile, with ourselves, we've got Pierre Gasly. Oh, I really wish we didn't have the man Gasly. We're all part of the Red Bull family. Can we all get along, please? I hope we can. Whoa! Big slide out of the chicane. This car is a handful. It is a handful, and That's not going to be very polite when it comes to Bahrain in the next weekend. Who's that? That's Grosjean with Kimi Raikkonen in front of him. That's going to be for P14, I think, as we go back through the field. How the hell has that Sauber got past that Renault? I didn't see that Sauber get past that Renault. It's Sainz and Ricciardo. That's for P19. Ricciardo, you need to get a move on. You're supposedly the number one in this team, but you're being outperformed by me. It's ridiculous. As we see Hartley, he's going to have a chunk on Sergio Perez here for P8. Round the outside will go the Kiwi. He might have the speed as well. Will he have the straight line speed? He's got DRS. They're still side by side. He's got him. And now look, here comes an interested party. That looks like one of the Williamses. Looked like Stroll for a second. As we go back through the field, there's Raikkonen going through on Grosjean. That's for P16. There's Duffel Van Dorn's in close attendance as well. That was easy said than done. Look at the run that Stoffel gets. As we're getting right up close to the back of Fernando Alonso here. I've just had an absolute problem. I just had my calf muscle cramp up on me big time. So if you see a pained face come up, it's gonna be because of that. Because honestly, I don't know if anyone's ever had a pulled calf muscle before. It is not the most pleasant thing. What a camera view that was. Who's this here? That's Kevin Magnussen. What the hell's Kevin Magnussen doing up there? That's a P2 with Bottas. Leclerc's right behind him. So there's us and Alonso. And you saw that Gasly's now right on our tail as well, as we see the other half of... Oh, what was that flew off? Something just flew off a car there. That's Van Dorn around the outside of Grosjean, and he's going to stick it in front of Ericsson here. As we now see go to the man, Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly, the man. He's going to have a look down the inside of us. We got nothing against him, but that was naughty. We chopped the nose off, and we got a hell of a momentum run on Fernando Alonso as well. Will we take P5? You bet your life we will. That is how you do that perfectly. We've pushed Fernando. Oh, something else flew off there. Jesus Christ, he's getting bad-tempered already, and we haven't even got past the first race of the season. Marcus Ericsson goes flying past Roman Grosjean. That could be for P17. That was done with the greatest of ease. That Sauber's got some power. Woo! Time out. Time in, because Ricciardo's just got past Grosjean then. That's P18 in the bag for the Aussie in his home race. Now back to the front of the field. The Toro Rossos have surrounded Fernando Alonso here. I think Gasly's got past... Oh, that's Hartley into the wall. That was Hartley into the wall big time. As we see Alonso, he pushed Hartley back. He might be under attack here from Perez. Down into turn, whichever turn that is. That's one of the turns. I think it's turn 12. Oh, side by side goes Perez, and that's Hartley down in position. Oh dear. Well, I think we see what Carlos Sainz's problem is. One race in, and that's the end of that Renault. One race in, the end of that Renault. Oh, speaking of the end, here comes this is going to feel satisfying for Fernando Alonso. His McLaren had the Hondas last year. Well, the Hondas are in the Toro Rossos now. Round the outside will go Fernando Alonso. Big lock-up from Perez as well, side by side with the man Gasly. What's this going to be for? P8. P9. It's an absolute cluster mess back there. Look at that mess. That's disgraceful. Sort yourselves out back there. Who we got? We got Stroll fighting with Hartley. We got Sorokin fighting with the other Mercedes, Hamilton. Sort yourselves out back there. Hello, we're somewhere up here. We're giving chase to Leclerc.
The battery is low on energy. Reduce
I'll tell you
the
what,
ice
if we get top
deployment.
5 out of this, I'll be happy. I'll take that top 5 and I will run with it. All the way to Bahrain. Mind you, we did get a third
Box
with
this lap, please.
Toro Rosso. No, we didn't. We got second with the Toro Rosso, I do remember. Excuse me, season 4, as we go back to this... Look, here comes the helicopter shot. As we see Gasly. Well, I thought he was going to be defending from Perez, but it's not. It's Hartley going down the inside of Perez. Thank you very... Hey, now that was under yellow. Hey, that was under yellow. You can't do that. Here's what we can do, though. We can pit. We can pit for tyres. So our first stop with the Red Bull boys. Here, our service is up, boys. Good boy. There you go. Oh, we're being held. Urgh! Who are we being held for? I don't know, but I want to smack them. Smack them for holding me up. Actually, the whole raft of pit stops there. I saw Leclerc come in. I did Bottas come in as well. So we go to turn 1. That's job done. Easier said than, as we're on lap number 7. Whew, it's been an exciting 6 laps so far, hasn't it? That's what we like to see from this really intense competition. I honestly think this Red Bull, this could be where we finish our career. We haven't quite decided with this yet, but we honestly don't know. So let's just see what happens. I'll see how we feel towards the end of the season, whether we do one more season or whether we just call it after 5. I think we've won several constructors. We see Ocon coming into the pits now. He's gone 1 lap longer. Wow, he had the pace to go 1 lap longer. That tyre on his car must be... Oh, that's got to be fantastic. He's got excellent grip. Let's go. Kevin Magnussen came in with him in P2. Those cars must have had fantastic tyre grip. And we just don't have that tyre grip at the moment, which is a real shame. And until we get stuff done with our ultimate upgrades, we just cannot do a thing. So we're going to be stuck with this car till at least Bahrain. No, sorry, Azerbaijan.
Our gap behind is 2.2 seconds.
We can do something then. As I know a pained expression goes across our face. I don't know what's up with this calf muscle, but it is not playing ball with me at the moment. So we're still in P5, but we got Leclerc and Bottas right in front of us. And the one thing that I found, certainly during practice, this Superstar tyre with the Red Bull really was holding up very, very nicely. Thank you very much. We may not be as fast as that Haas, and we may not be as fast as that Force India, but we certainly got some speed in this car. I think I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if we do take 3rd position here as we go to Leclerc and Bottas. Hey, have at it, boys! Have at it, keep fighting! Make our job easier. We're going to get close here as we see Leclerc go around the outside, but Bottas will block him off and keep P3. But look at us, we are... We are on the hunt. Have to come out of the turn, I think that's turn 15, down the straight to start lap number 9. So we're already halfway through this race.
Gap to teammate behind is 23.5 seconds.
30. Wow, sort yourself out there, as my man Gasly says, the fastest lap of the race. That Toro Rosso is going to be a pain in my rear this year, something tells me. As we see, who is that? That is Stoffel, I think. Is that Stoffel? Yes, Stoffel and Hulkenberg fighting over P15 on the track. Down the inside into turn 3. That's a textbook pass from Stoffel Van Dorn. Still going to hold it out around the outside. Will he get him around the outside? He'll have the inside for turn 3. Hulkenberg getting all out of shape. And thank you, move.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
And now as we go up to the front here, and you can see that we are really trying to pound these curves, trying to get as close as we can to Charles Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas. I think Magnussen is too far away for us. I think that's going to be a job too much for us as we go. Who is that? Oh, this is Van Dorn and Hulkenberg again, fighting over P15. Hulkenberg back down the inside and move him. Oh, is he going to move it into P15? I don't know. Oh, that's so cool. I thought contact was made there between the two. As we go to Marcel, as Bottas is defending from Charles Leclerc like mad. They're leaving the door open. Big lock up, left the door open. P3, what a manoeuvre! That's what you call being an opportunist. Oh, where did that come from? Now if we can catch Magnussen, No way that Haas has got more power and better stuff than us. I reject that premise. I thought I was hearing voices in my headphone.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
What the fuck? What on earth is going on? I reject the premise that Haas is faster than us as we go back with ourselves. I don't think this is over between me and Charles Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas. Basically, we all did a flipperoo. Round the outside, we'll try Charles Leclerc, and no, he'll be held up for P4. Thank you very much. You stay there, and you better stay there, because if you don't, I'll smack you around a few times. Then make sure you stay there. As we go into turn 15, through and down the main straight, start lap number 11, 5 laps to go in the Australian Grand Prix. It would be a fantastic result if we could get
to mix 2
P3
fuel to mix 2
from P11 in our new car. Our car. It's the first time we've actually used a Renault power as well. That is incredible, as they say. I think Christian will be smiling as he's tapping his foot away on the pit wall there. Who's this around? It's Vettel being passed by Lance Stroll for P12. Round the outside will go the Canadian. He's got the power though. Oh, Vettel's going to hold it there though. Hold him down, and that'll still be P. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. That's still P number 12 for Vettel. As here comes Leclerc. He's going to have a go on us down into this fast chicane. Oh, a bit of contact side by side. I think that's buggered Leclerc up. That's going to put Bottas right in his slipstream. Down the inside should go Valtteri Bottas, and that's going to be P4 for the Finn. Thank you very much, he's saying. He won't be trying that move again. As we see, that's Sergei Rotkin. And who's that? Is that Hartley? And maybe, oh, bang into the wall goes Hartley, and he's through! What on earth? What? You hit the wall like a freight train, and you pass him for whatever position that was. P10. That's incredible! How did he do that? That's beyond me. Now we see Leclerc going down the inside of Bottas. Oh, side by side through turn 2. Oh, they're allowing us to get away. Keep fighting there, boys. That's how we do it. Here comes Alonso. He's going to have an interest as well. Watch out in the back. My man Gasly's coming. That's one car we won't want to see into P4. It's my man Gasly. These are all fighting here. Here comes Leclerc. Still Alonso and Bottas side by side. Gasly in close attendance as well. They want to be careful here. That's going to be Alonso finally into P5 ahead of the Finn. Oh, that's a bit of dancing around from Stroll on Vettel. The hell, them kind of moves belonged on the dance floor. I just What on earth? What is going on? It's only the first race of the season. Sort yourselves out back there. That's it, just incredible. Here comes Bottas again. He's got my man Gasly right behind him. Look who's behind him. Sergio Perez. Where's he come from? Gasly's now hit the wall. Jesus Christ, they're hitting the wall on the outside of that chicane pretty hard. It's going to put Perez right in his wheelhouse there. And I think, no, Gasly just held on to P6. Jesus Christ. What on earth is going on here, folks? Not even God knows what is going on here. It's absolutely incredible. Anyway, here comes the man Gasly. Gasly is on an absolute charge here. Look at that, he's going to go down the inside. Thank you. That's Hartley? That's Hartley and not Gasly. I've been calling him Gasly this whole time. There's Perez down the inside of Bottas. Whoa! Hartley's got the pace in the top. That's my old car from last year. So, of course he's going to have the pace. It's still side by side, the Finn and the Mexican. Here comes the man Gasly. This, wow, Gasly lost out big time in them pit stops, didn't he? Yes, he did. We've got Charles Leclerc all over our rear wing now. We've got the traction out of the chicane now. Past the water on the right. Through to the fast chicane. He's still there, is Charles Leclerc. We don't know where, but he's there somewhere. There he is. He's not too far behind. He might have a think about a move down into turn 12. will just defend to the inside. He's going to have to go round the outside if he doesn't do it. Oh, that was very nice there. Well defended against Pierre Gasly for P3. And yeah, it's going to be personal any moment now. It's going to be dead personal as we go to, who is that? That is Lewis Hamilton passing Charlotte. No, it's Gasly passing Hamilton, sorry, P9. Look at that in front of him, though. Hartley, Bottas. What's his name? Perez. That's who it is. Now, who's it? Is this the two Williams are fighting each other here now? Is that Stroll and Sorokin fighting? Yeah. That'll be for P11. Them Williams have struggled badly since I left, haven't they? We're going to sneeze. Sorokin gets passed by Sebastian Vettel. Move Vettel up into P11. No, P12. And now look at this. Leclerc is all over our rear wing again. Leave us alone, Pierre. Side by side. Good Lord. We're giving each other room as well. Excuse me. Here comes Alonso. Wow. We mucked up Leclerc so much. There goes Alonso as here comes Hulkenberg and Raikkonen. As for P15, will Hulkenberg try around the outside? You bet he will. He'll stick it there. Come on, my man. There goes Hulkenberg past Kimi Raikkonen. And up into P15 he will go. As we start the final lap of the Australian Grand Prix. Those guys behind us have been fighting so hard that they forgot all about us. But we've got Fernando Alonso behind us. We've got Charles Leclerc, Brendan Hartley. It is all going to kick off in this last lap. Magnussen and Ocon have gone. They're not even on the mini-map. That's how fast they have been today. And we have just come through and we have absolutely done the best that we can with a good situation. Let's see if there will be any more attempts from the rest of the field as we go past the water on the right hand side. Now round to the fast chicane. Somewhere behind us is Fernando Alonso, but I don't think he's close enough to have a go. We're going to fling it through the chicane. Big tail slide down the fast chicane as we go to Stoffel Van Dorn and Sergei Sorokin. Sorokin is struggling like mad in P13. And thank you very much. Van Dorn's going to have some of this one. Yes, he will. That's Van Dorn up into P13. But meanwhile at the front, dominant performance by Esteban Ocon. He's going to win the first race of the season, the Australian Grand Prix. It's victory for the number 31. And thank you very much. He'll finish in first place with Kevin Magnussen finishing up in second place for the Haas team. What a turnaround that team has had. But coming out of the last corner, I'll take this as an absolute victory. P3 in our debut for the Red Bull team.
Yes, that's a podium. Excellent drive. The team have worked especially hard this weekend, and this is a fantastic reward.
Brilliant stuff from Force India today. What a superb victory. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hound on the wheel, of course.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Force India have really come a long, long way in this sport. And what a special race this was to see them earn that top spot. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. Esteban Ocon takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. Moving on to the Driver of the Day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I have to give it to Paul. They pushed and pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
On to the constructors then. Force India move to the top of the table. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Ah, yes. P number 3. And driver of the day as well. I think that was very well deserved for ourselves. But what a race. We must finish about 15 seconds behind Esteban Ocon. But that's fair enough. So Ocon will win the Australian Grand Prix. Kevin Magnussen, what a turnaround. That horse struggled last season. It's now on the podium. Go figure. Alonso P4, Leclerc P5. Hartley finished ahead of Gasly. There's a shocker for you. Perez, Bottas, there's Gasly in P9, and Lewis Hamilton rounded out the points positions. I think only one DNF, Carlos Sainz. Already looking like the writing's on the wall for the Renault team. Already, and we've only started one race. But yeah, let's go and take our Red Bull and let's go see Claire. Let's see what she has to say about all of this.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
I don't know. Oh, what can we praise? Power unit. No, the aero package.
You must be thrilled to be up on the podium.
Thrilled? Thrilled? Oh, I'm just glad the aero package was there.
How does
you
a
know.
new car compare to your last one?
Compared to the Toro Rosso, there is no comparison, but we've got to praise this team.
You're beating all expectations. Would you say we all
in this car, you better be
you?
underestimating me. What the hell? Let's just praise the chassis.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Good. Wow. I still can't believe we actually did that. A podium? No way. How did we manage that? That was incredible. Right, I don't know. Can we get an upgrade now? I hope we can. But even then, we've got to wait to Azerbaijan to get it.
Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season. We've received invitations to new historic events.
So
you'll be able to choose whether or not to
let's have a
participate
look.
before the end of this weekend.
Let's see. I'd want to work on the chassis, I think. Yeah, it's going to be an ultimate whichever way we go. So I think if we get this monocoque structure weight down, that's going to help us out a lot in Abu Dhabi. We just got to take some pain for Bahrain and Shanghai and see what we can do. Although, to be fair, China, we go bloody like a rocket ship. I mean, you saw us for Toro Rosso. We were winning. We won the race for Toro Rosso. The good news as well, I suppose, is we don't have to. It doesn't cost a lot to get it all sorted out, apart from the durability. But we'll just get to that when we get to that. The biggest thing, you know, is I think is that gearbox. Good lord, is that the gearbox at the top? I think it is. Wow, we're going to be taking new gearboxes every race if we're not careful. It don't look too bad at the moment. I don't think I'm worried about this section. It's more the gearbox. So there is the champion. Look at that. My man Gasly only got 2 points in his Toro Rosso. How's that possible? I don't quite know how that's possible at all. Anyway, that should do it for us. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that Grand Prix as much as I enjoyed it. But next race we're going to be taking some pain. So join us for the Bahrain Grand Prix next time. Leave a like if you like this video. We'll see you in the next video.